Welcome, everyone. In today's video, I'll be solving the exercises from Class 9 English, Unit 10, The Earth and Space, specifically reading I on the topic of A Message from Another Planet. We'll go through each question and provide detailed answers to ensure you understand the material and can complete similar assignments with confidence. So, let's get started. Key points from the text. The story begins with the protagonist, Suren Maji, sitting by the Koshi River, tired after a day of fishing with no catch. Suren notices a bright object in the distance over the river, which he initially thinks might be a helicopter heading to Diktel. As the object gets closer, it takes on the shape of a saucer, resembling a spaceship. The spaceship lands about 50 meters away from Suren, and he cautiously approaches it. Suren enters the spaceship when a door opens, and he finds himself in a room filled with control panels and flashing lights. Inside the spaceship, Suren hears a voice addressing him by name, revealing that the beings aboard have been observing Earth and have learned to speak English. The extraterrestrial beings inform Suren that they have an important message for Earth's leaders and have chosen him as the messenger due to his status as the best student in his school. The message from the beings revolves around the urgent need for recycling on Earth to conserve resources, and they provide Suren with a small, advanced computer as proof of his encounter. A. Find the words from the story that are either opposite or similar to the words below. A. Dawn, opposite twilight. B. Shining, similar, flashing. C. Took off, opposite, landed. D. Modern, similar, advanced. E. Descended, opposite, ascended. F. Great, similar, enormous. B. Match the words with their meanings. A. Saucer, a small shallow round dish that a cup stands on. B. Spaceship, a vehicle that travels in space, carrying people. C. Vessel, I ship or large boat. D. Flashing short bursts of bright light. E. Couch, a long comfortable seat. F. A broadcast to send out a program on television or radio. G. Appliance. A machine that is designed to do a particular thing in the home. C. Put the following events in the correct order. The correct order is E. Suren had been fishing when he saw a bright object over the Koshi River. B. The spaceship landed back on the bank of the Koshi River. G. When Suren went closer to the vessel, he was pulled into it. C. A voice welcomed him and asked him to sit on the couch. F. They wanted to send a message to the leader of Nepal and the world. A. They gave Suren a tiny computer. D. Suren wondered whether he had been dreaming. D. Answer the following questions. A. What did Suren think about the bright object at first? Suren thought it might be a helicopter probably going to Diktel. B. Where had Suren seen a spaceship before? Suren had seen a spaceship in a movie before. C. How did Suren feel when he was drawn inside the vessel? Suren feels frightened and almost jumped when he was drawn inside the vessel. D. How had they known about Suren? They had known about Suren by using a long-distance listening device. E. How do they manage resources on their planet? On their planet, they manage all the resources by recycling them. F. Why did Suren express his inability to deliver a message at first? Suren expressed his inability to deliver a message at first because he thought that people would not listen to a poor kid like him. G. What message did they want to pass on? The message they wanted to pass on was that the recycle collection centers should be set up in every town and city on Earth, and cans, bottles, old household appliances, in fact, everything which is no longer in use, should be taken there and be recycled. H. Why did they give Suren a tiny computer? They gave Suren a tiny computer because it would prove that what he said was true. I. Do you think people will believe Suren's story? Give your reasons. Yes, I think people will believe Suren's story because of the tiny computer which is far more advanced than any found on Earth. When it's examined by a computer engineer, his story will be believed. Grammar I. A. Fill in the blanks with prepositions in, at or on. A. We will meet the corner of the street on Sunday at 5:00 p.m. At. B. Furba is studying English literature. Ratna Rajya campus. At. C. The horses are grazing the field. In. D. Rima and Nakul got married. Bhadrakali temple 10 years ago. At. E. What time did you arrive? The hotel. At. F. Rachita lives England these days. In. G. The cat is somewhere. The house. In. H. There is a picture of house. Sheetal's t-shirt. On. I. The instruction is the top of the page. At. J. The dog is sleeping the carpet. On. B. Choose one of the words phrases from the box and complete the sentences below using in, at or on. The air, a farm, school, prison, the airport, Shanti Chalchitra Hall, bed, hospital, the station. Example, my train arrives at 4:30. Can you meet me at the station? A. I love Saturdays the most. I can stay until 8. In on bed. B. My favorite movie Pashupti Prasad is playing in Shanti Chalchitra Hall. C. Many people are for the crime they committed in prison. D. I like the village, especially the fresh air. I think I should work my village on a farm. In. E. Did you make many friends when you were at school? F. Aryashila had an accident last month. She is still in hospital. G. It was not a long flight. We were for only 25 minutes at the airport. H. When our flight was delayed, we had to wait for about 2 hours in the air. Writing. Imagine you have recently met someone from another planet and spent about an hour with him or her. Write an account describing your feelings and reactions. Yesterday evening I was working on a farm. I felt tired and was about to go home. I saw a bright object in the western sky. I thought it might be a helicopter. It came closer and took on the shape of a saucer. It landed on the farm. A man-like creature came out of it. He stepped towards me and greeted me. Initially, I was frightened and almost ran from there. Later, I felt comfortable as he called me by my name and became friendly. He said that he came from the Mars and knew everything about the Earth. He added he had chosen me to send a message to our leaders. The message was that the leaders should encourage the people to use green energy and avoid fossil fuels. The creature had talked to me for about an hour. His information regarding green energy source and its advantages was so impressive. He seemed worried about the human activities for carbon emission, especially in the developed countries. Before entering the spaceship, he gave me a tiny computer so that people could believe my story. Before going to bed, I wondered whether I had been dreaming, but when I put my hand in my pocket, I could feel the tiny computer. Thank you for visiting our YouTube channel. If you like this video, please like the video and subscribe to our YouTube channel for exclusive information and content. Thank you very much and see you again.